Hey guys, it's me, and you guys have been egging me to make another video, so here you guys go. As you can tell from the titles down below, this is part 2 on putting together your one act. So in part 1, I talked to you about characters, and how to avoid characters that resemble your personality or your friends' personalities. And I talked to you about a cold read, and deciding what you want this one act to be. Sorry, I had to think because I already told you guys about the characters. So there are two things I mentioned in the first video about your one act. It can either be a drama or a comedy. Sometimes you'll get those one acts that are more like a dramedy, a comma and a drama combined. So in this video, as you guys can tell down below, it is part 2 on how to put together your one act. Alright, well, I have less than a month to get mine together, and we've come a long way. The first thing I want to talk to you guys about is blocking. Do you guys know what blocking is? Okay. Blocking is how you are walking on during your performance. A lot of times in a script, you will read after a line, it will say, well, it'll initial it, but it'll say like DR. I'm trying to initial this like you would see in a script, so excuse this. DS. No, it wouldn't say S. It would be like DR or DL or something like that. And so that means that you would go downstage right and downstage left. When doing blocking, it's important to know where those kind of things are, where your downstages are, where your upstage are, where your center stage is. So I'll just quickly show you guys here. I'm going to pretend that this is center stage. If I tell myself to go downstage left, where do you think I would go? I would go this way. In the way that I'm facing you guys, I would go this way. If I say just to go downstage, I would go straight at you guys. If I were to say go down right, I would go over here. If I went upstage, I would go straight behind me. If I were to say go upstage left, I would go this way. If I were to say go upstage right, I would go this way. Now, what's really important is cheating, which means the audience does not want to see your butt. That's not a pretty thing. Even though some of you guys probably think it's a pretty thing, it's not to the audience. You don't want to be like this or like this. You need to turn your body out. You can go slightly like this and then make eye contact to the person that you're talking to. Another thing I suggest you guys figure out is coming up with a blocking chart. Just like I showed you on down stages, up stages, center stage. There's also left and right, so you can go off either direction. I wish I had a marker here to show you guys, but I don't have one working right now. You would draw, I'll just kind of do this. So you would simply just draw out your blocking. So let's just say like here-ish is the stage. So you're gonna start here, and you would make the characters different colors. So you would start here, maybe go here. Of course, you would have like props on here, so like a table, a chair, whatever. And then once you go here, go here. You kind of see what I'm doing? That's how you would make a blocking chart. The next thing I highly suggest to you guys about lost my train of thought. I would just suggest to you guys looking at things from a director's point of view. when working with two people, I highly suggest, well, not even two people, just however big your group is, I highly suggest one of you being the director and observing from a director or audience point of view. That way you can see, okay, we're clustering more over to stage left. We need to spread out a little bit. That's where your blocking chart would come handy, because then you can, reblock things. And you're like, okay, here's the game plan. Do it again. Let me see how it looks. And you can adjust from there. Memorization. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is memorization. How do you memorize lines? For some of us, it's easy. For me personally, it's pretty easy. My biggest tip is learning your cue lines. At the end of everybody's sentence, line, you have a cue line. So, what I mean by this is the last thing that the other character that you are talking to is saying, that is your cue line. Once you hear that line, you should go, oh, got my line. I know what to say now. Something else that helps me is, if you guys don't know, I'm really obsessed with Shirley Temple. I think her story is amazing. I think that she did great work. And something that I kind of did that her mom did was saying your lines 3 times a night, but breaking it down. So if you have acts, you can do it by acts. If you have scenes, you can do it by scene. You can do it by pages. There's a lot of options. Personally, that's just my way of memorizing lines. What else? There was another good one that my director said. Oh, recording lines. That's it. Recording lines. If you have a smartphone, I should say, so a Samsung, iPhone, whatever, you will be able to send voice things over your message. And so what you can do is you can send your line to your partners so they can hear that line, and then they can practice their lines. I thought that was kind of smart. Another good thing you can do is record yourself. I was on spring break and I sat on my bed here with my piano down here, and I had my script on the stand. I had my headphones in. I had my headphones in like this so I could hear what I was saying, and I could listen to how I was saying, hearing kind of multi things. So, and I had my microphone on its little stand, and I recorded myself with my phone, and I read off the lines, and I recorded myself with my phone so I could see what my face was doing. That was really handy, I'm not gonna lie. So you could do something like that. For you guys who don't have this equipment, I'm sure you guys can figure out a way with your computers to figure it out, or maybe with your iPhone or something like that. If you guys have any good tips on memorization, leave a comment down below. And this concludes part 2 of putting together your monologue. See you guys later.